The building that we're talking about that burned was a hotel and is being renovated currently to a senior living facility. There was nobody in the building at the time of the fire. As far as we know, there's not supposed to be anybody in the building at the time of the fire. And like I said, the south side of the building was well involved when we arrived. One of the things that we had to battle right from the get-go was there was no fire alarm system in the building because it was under renovation, and the sprinkler system was also out of service because the building was under renovation. So right from the get-go, this building fire was a loser, that we call it. We took a defensive strategy. We were able to contain the fire to the building of origin. It did not extend to the exposure hotel next door or the businesses or houses to the rear, and that was quite the feat, just containing the building at the height of the fire. As you'll see when you get up there, the building is an L-shaped structure. The whole center of the L is collapsed at this point. It was previously a two-story building. As I said before, it's undergoing renovation, and the owner's on scene at this point. And what's going to happen from here on out is that fire investigation is going to try to determine the cause and origin. That is undetermined at this point. And then we're going to start systematically tearing the building down. There's multiple hot spots in it that just seem to keep flaring up. As soon as the right oxygen fuel mix arrives, it just really flares up. You probably saw an hour ago. It looked like the whole building was on fire again. So I expect that's going to happen a couple more times before we put the fire completely under control. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock at 850 Daily Road, we'll have a press conference and provide all the media with all our updated information at this time. So as far as today, this will be the last briefing of the day. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 850 Daily Road.
Can you say anything about the challenges of fighting a fire in this kind of weather? It's pretty cold out here.
Yeah, it is cold, but a lot of people have mentioned while it's cold, at least there wasn't a heavy wind. We've fought fire in a lot colder and windier weather, so to be perfectly honest with you, this isn't the worst conditions we've been in. So I'll take a day like today over what we had a couple weeks ago.
A lot of other departments out here helping out. Do you have a sense for how many were here?
You know, I don't have exact numbers at this point. Just off the top of my head, I would say we had at least 10 other departments, from sheriffs to EMS to fire departments here. Plus, we had assistance from Monroe County Fire Bureau and Monroe County Emergency Management. So the number's 10, roughly 10. I'll have a better number for you tomorrow.
And you said there were nobody in the building. Any injuries to firefighters or other first responders?
No, we have had no injuries reported at this time. There's high potential for slip and fall injuries at this point. We have a lot of salt down and everyone's just being real careful, so that's where we're at this point.
And you anticipate being here a better part of the day?
Yeah, I would say we're going to be here till dusk by the time they tear down the building. We'll de-escalate how many companies are here. I think at the height of the fire, we probably had 17 different pieces of fire apparatus here. We've de-escalated to a certain extent, and now we'll go down to probably 4 for a while, start tearing the building down and go from there.